It would pull me off the...
Oh my god, Emma pulled you off.
Hey guys, I want to touch on the community nodes in Section 1. We got the Carnage, then Captain Marvel movie, and then if we move up, it's these B nodes here on this path. It's the Flux Dispersal, right back at it, and Pull. We've also got the Black Widow Clairvoyant, the Odin, you have Falcon, MODOK, Yellow Jacket, and Hit Monkey. And what these nodes combinations have is that every time you hit into the opponent, they're going to get a charge. You have to after 20 charges, you're doing 0 damage, and you need to do a heavy attack in order to get it back to 0. When you get a heavy attack, they become stun immune, and you're not going to do damage unless you do non-contact attacks. And Professor X, after day 1, I looked up who's got the best non-contact attacks. It is Professor X. You can basically parry heavy with this guy, then wait a few seconds, build up some of your channeling charges, let him attack into you, and I'm basically just waiting out for it. I could either bait heavies if I want to and take some block damage. I'm just going to wait out the timer, let him go, let his immunity disappear, then go ahead, parry heavy, build up to a nice special 2, and get to like 100 channeling charges. I think the first couple this fight I think I screw up one of my special 2s, hit right into his block. But this is day 5 of map 8, and these nodes, specifically this little combination of Odin, MODOK, and Hit Monkey, can be extremely frustrating. I did bring, because I do 2 paths, both go up this middle section. In Section 1, I do have the option to also take, I can't take the Black Widow Clairvoyant because you have to be on a specific path to get to it, but from the middle, I can take the Falcon and the Yellow Jacket as well. Somebody else took it this time, so I couldn't do it for this video, but maybe for future videos. But these are probably the more tricky ones, specifically the MODOK and Hit Monkey can be very annoying. So here you can see with Professor X, I know that I was really struggling with some of the other options that I brought last time, and he works great. The only fight that I didn't use Professor X for was the Captain Marvel movie. I still used Black Widow Clairvoyant for because she's a Mystic, and the Captain Marvel movie takes a ton of damage from Mystic champions. So if you can get like some incinerates on, but without knocking her, and then don't knock her down, she's taking a ton of damage and she'll melt away. It's great. But these fights, this fight even here, this MODOK in particular, can be extremely frustrating. And Professor X is absolutely just the king of this pull node. I know that I think I figured it out the same time I was reading some of the comments from my Day 1 adventure videos, where someone had commented specifically about Professor X, and I was just about to put a comment in there saying Day 2 forward, I've been using Professor X, and he is unbelievable. I've been using, this is a 6-star rank 3 Professor X unduped, and I do have a duped 565 Professor X on my other account, and both worked phenomenal. So I actually had I brought both of them as champs to have for specifically this part of Section 1. Plus, he can help out in other places later if I need to, but I've really been relying on Hercules, as well as like a couple, and again, Professor X and Black Widow Clairvoyant for one path for the most part, and Doctor Doom for some specific fights on the other one. But Professor X, king of pull there. You can see, look at this huge special 2. And again, that one I probably should have waited till I got to 100 channeling charges, and it would have done more damage. I think again, I'm not perfect at playing Professor X yet, but I think you can see on the Hit Monkey fight, I think I do it very well here. And again, once the charge is down and you have the falter available, it's easy to just hold, to hold block, let them come into you, and or charge your heavy attack, and let them come in, get faltered, you get a free heavy in. But you can see I'm just not losing a lot of health. It's extremely sustainable. So this is day 5. I'm nowhere close to timing out. I know I was struggling extremely hard in that first video against Yellow Jacket or even Falcon, just trying to get some damage in. But here, no problem with Professor X here. I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of prowess here. But yeah, Professor X, king of pull nodes. Nice, and like, it doesn't have to be the fastest fight. I know someone was putting in a comment that Nick Fury in his second phase also works really well, and I'm sure, but this is just super sustainable. I barely took any damage, and for day 5, it was working out great. I think this was probably my best Professor X fight of the 3 that I did, because I actually took my time, waited till I got to 100 channeling charges, and then dropped a special 2, and we'll see some huge damage. And again, here with class advantage, that was like a 15k heavy attack just to start. And again, with Hit Monkey, when I knock him down, he's going to get his 2 charges there. So I know when my first parry, he's likely to purify it. There again, we get to take advantage of the falter, that we can go ahead and get our free heavy attack in. Again, just taking my time. Don't need to do any huge, again, if I could go ahead and put in some more combos probably, but here, just taking my time, beta specials. I'm in no worry of timing out or anything like that. And again, it's just great, because a lot of fights, I still ended up using quite a bit of items. There are a few fights in particular that I still haven't been super great at. I've also been trying to take down bosses, and that, if you screw up there, it can cost you. Even as much of a beast that Hercules is, I still screw up sometimes and have to use some items, but I definitely got better at it as the days progressed. So this was just my first time through map 8, days 1 through 5. I'd never done map 8 at all, and we went straight to doing it 5 days in a row, and definitely this made a huge difference. So here we got to the 100 channeling charges. We're going to wait. We're going to go here. We get the falter. We drop the special 2. Massive damage right back into another one. And down goes Hit Monkey. So I hope this helps. If you have Professor X, King of the Pull Nodes, have fun. See you in the next one.